Oh shit. I didn't realize I was muted, boy. Good morning, Miss B. Appreciate for letting me know that. Ain't nobody tell me I was muted either, boy. Didn't nobody say messenger you muted. It's all good though. I gotta get this video out, guys. I'm coming. Let me share this video out. I would have never thought in a million fucking years, man, this operation right here, man, this was an operation here, boy. I ain't gonna hold you, boy. Man, this was an operation. Oh, man, I don't know, man. Guys, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. How in the hell did these folks manage to get away with this type of activity, man? It, it's always something, man. It's always more to the story than what people's are letting off, right? So what we got to do is tap in and figure out who was all involved in this situation, right? Um, from my understanding, based on what I see, this is just crazy work here, man. You can't trust these people with these kids. But I'm gonna tell y'all that now. You can't do that. I'm gonna tell you that now, boy. Something in the milk ain't clean, boy. But trust me. Trust the process, man. Trust the process. I'm about ready, man. I'm about to go ahead and get this video shared out one more time. Because this is a story, man. People need to know about this story. If you ever come to South Carolina and you visit in South Carolina, you see what the thumbnail say. You come here on a vacation, man, you definitely going to leave on probation. In the state of South Carolina, you come on vacation, you definitely going to leave on probation. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, right? I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Something just in the milk ain't clean, man. Some in the milk ain't clean. So, all right, let's get into the video, guys. Yeah, that's crazy, Miss B. True story. Let's get into the video. So, this story, and let me give y'all the background on this story coming out of the state of South Carolina, McBee County, Chesterfield County, Chesterfield, South Carolina, which is near Rock Hill, maybe 15, 20 minutes from Charlotte, North Carolina, if that. Because it's right down the line, it's right on the border, neck and neck. So, based on what I have accumulated, right, we have the chief of police of Chesterfield County, we have the mayor of Chesterfield County, and we have a few foot soldiers, deputy sheriffs or whatnot. They come together and they create this little ring, right? They getting free money for this and for that, for the city and so on and so forth, etc. And they were successful, right? The sad thing about it, the crazy part about it, how they were successful, this is the crazy part about it. The sheriff strike that the chief and the mayor had deputy sheriff police officers randomly pulling people over. Good morning, Aaron. Pulling people over and giving them bogus ass tickets to pay for this money that they was receiving from these businesses and these places or so on and so forth, etc. But the crazy part about it, they was hitting them with the biggest fines that they could hit them with. Now, mind you, we talking about the chief of police, right, and the mayor. The most two important pieces of a town or city or however you want to say it, right? If you can't entrust the chief and the mayor to protect their state or their community or whatnot, man, you can't win. So now the question is, should they go back for everybody that's been charged for anything since these two perpetrators been in office at the helm? Should those charges be dismissed? That's including drug offenses, murder offenses. What do y'all feel about it? Should I put a poll up? Because this is crazy, man. The state of South Carolina, man, I've heard a lot of stuff about the state of South Carolina. Oh, you from the field, so you know exactly what I'm talking about then. Man, listen, y'all ain't got to take my word. Y'all know how I do it. I like to give y'all the backstory, and I like to give y'all the video, right? Uh, listen, man. let me show y'all something, right? One thing about me, I'm not just gonna sit here and tell y'all about it. I'm gonna let y'all hear it. Cause a lot of people come on here and they fake with these bogus ass stories. This story is real. Listen.
Black, that's all mine. If you see blue at the end or any other color at the end, those are the ones that I signed under someone else's name and did for them, like the blue. Those are the ones that I did, but it was in someone else's name under their login and info.
Bogus arrest. Y'all see this?
Jarrell Wright showed me this notebook just after he was ambushed in a traffic stop in September 2020. Hold on. Listen at this, guys. Let me get this shit up off my phone. Alston Modeling fired 62 shots at Officer Wright in the middle of that traffic stop at the McBee High School parking lot. Wright says McBee Mayor Glenn Odom and Chief Timmy Knight stopped communicating with him after the shooting when he could not come back to work.
10 a day is what they wanted, 10 tickets per day. They told me you consider this corner and write a few, you can go with this corner and write a few. He said you can go with each end of McBee and write a few and you can get 10 a day. That's what we want.
And what would that 10 cover?
My job, I guess.
Does that not sound like a quota to you?
It definitely sounds like one to me, yes. I was asked to keep the mayor off of this one person in particular for their ticket count or lack thereof. I was asked to do that by Councilman and the Chief, Robbie Lyles and Timmy Knight.
So what did Robbie Lyles say to you to cause this to happen?
He asked me if I could write something in Greg Block's name under his login to keep the mayors off of his ass for not writing tickets.
Chief Knight was exercising his right to remain silent when he left the jail. Mr. Knight, is there anything at all you want to say about these charges? Did you at all have a hand in imposing a ticket quota in McBee?
Say something, bitch. Why he won't say nothing now?
Direct Jarrell Wright to issue tickets in Greg Block's name using his login credentials.
Got it.
Jarrell Wright showed us and Gay Sled his proof about posing as Greg Block in traffic stops.
August 5th at 17:08, which is 5:08 p.m. This is when he sent me his login information. And he tells me to just say, if anything goes down, you had to use my computer because your login wasn't working. This was all at 5:08 and 5:09. And at that point, at 7:48, I had written him 10 so far. And his response to that was, you are the man, brother. Lieutenant Block, you see who it's from. That proves, he's in full knowledge of it. He knew what was going on. And if the lieutenant knew what was going on, the chief knew what was going on.
That's right.
This proves exactly what I said. I wrote some tickets in his name under his login for him at their request.
Mr. Block, anything you want to say about these charges? Do you regret giving Jarrell Wright your password to issue those tickets?
Don't call me. I don't need anything like that, sir.
You my West the bitch because you going down.
Or take back?
Sir, I can't make any comments.
You going down, boy.
Have you ever laid eyes on this man?
No, sir. I've never seen this man.
We found some of those drivers that ended up with those tickets Wright wrote in Greg Block's name. Jalen Jackson was one of them. Wright, acting as Greg Block, wrote Jackson 3 tickets, totaling $700. Did you know at the time of this traffic stop, or at any point in time, that the name on that ticket is
not? No, sir. I had no idea.
Who have you learned that this?
This is Lieutenant Greg Block. This is the man who ticketed me right here.
And you now know that is Jarrell Wright?
Yeah.
The darker skin?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let's pause this for a minute. This black guy that was logging using the chief's information based on what I'm accumulating was using the chief's information to log in and to charge people with these traffic tickets and all this bullshit here, right? But the minute this black guy, this officer, decided to step away from the bullshit activity that they had going on at this police station in Chesterfield County, South Carolina. They set him up to get killed, to get ambushed. 60 bullets riddled this man's car because he decided to say, you know what we are doing, what I am doing is totally wrong, bro. We are pulling people over, giving people tickets and fines, and they are not in no type of violations of the road rules. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand, man. It ain't just regular civilians out here or citizens that's doing this type of stuff. You actually have people that's in law enforcement that's running these bogus ass operations, man, putting people's or placing people's in abnormal situations. Now think about it. Let me put y'all up on game, right? And I want y'all to correct me if I'm wrong. At the end of the day, the mayor and the chief must and should be held accountable for the role that they played in this operation in Chesterfield County in South Carolina. Not only that, they need to further investigate. And when I say they, I am talking about the SLED agents. They need to continuously investigate this situation because my gut feeling is telling me that it's bigger than what we think it is. It's more people's involved in this. It's just not the chief. It's just not the mayor. It's not just this black guy. It is a lot of people involved in this situation, man. And the only way we're going to get down to the nitty gritty to figure out whom, who, what, or why have participated in whatever, we got to investigate the situation. Now, check this out right here. You ain't got to take my word for it, right? Listen at this.
Completely different people.
Natalie Deese is another.
And hold on, this is a victim. This is a gentleman that was victimized by these police officers, what they had going on in Chesterfield County. Listen at this.
Stop you and ticket you?
I've never seen that person before, ever.
Did this person ticket you?
Yes, sir. That is the officer that pulled me over and gave me my tickets.
When we interviewed Wright last year, he accused Mayor Glenn Odom and former Chief Mike Irvin of imposing a ticket quota the day they hired him in 2023. SLED wrote that multiple other MACV officers told agents 10 tickets a day was the quota for every officer. The mayor denied the allegation. Are you running a ticket quota system in this town?
No, sir.
You've never had a conversation with your former chief, with any officer you hired,
No, sir.
that you require 10 a day minimum tickets in this town?
No, what we discussed was
Lying
if they
ass.
wrote
Shut up,
10
bitch.
tickets a day, it pretty well covered the pay for the salary and the gas. It's just a target to shoot for, try to work the road to get 10.
Jarrell Wright interviewed with SLED multiple
That's a
times
lie.
during the state investigation. His interviews and text messages led to the charges each of these lawmen now face. Because he blew the whistle on the town's ticket quota, state law protects him from prosecution.
What?
As for Mayor Glenn Odom, our sources tell me he's agreed to surrender to the SLED agents soon.
Hold on, time out. Did I just hear what I say? This male, because he fall up under a certain statute, he will not be prosecuted? This is criminal, bro. This is criminal activity. See, this is why people don't have faith in our judicial system, because of shit like this. Officers can do things that we can't do and get away with it. And it's just not right. I don't give a damn what type of amendment, stipulation, or whatever this motherfucker fall up under. Man, you was a part of a criminal enterprise operation. The quota was 10 tickets a day. And they was taking this money that peoples was spending to cover these bogus ass tickets, and they was splitting the money amongst each other and adding on to the payroll. See, let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of times we hear shit, but we don't look into it deeply, right? And so when the story came across them, I was like, hold on, Chesterfield, that's in South Carolina. That's the state they say when you go on vacation, you can leave on probation. And I'm like, hold on. Let me get into this thing. And now, you mean to tell me, and I can't make it up, you finna hear it for yourself. Listen at this shit here.
I threw away all my wigs.
Listen at this shit here. I can't make it up. This is unfucking believable. This male is not gonna be prosecuted.
Big, I had written him 10 so far. And his response to that was, "You are the man, brother." Lieutenant Block, you see who it's from.
Texas,
That
look it up.
proves, he's in
Get them
full
damn
knowledge
likes
of
up.
it.
Hit that like button. Let's go. We got to
He knew
get
what
this
was
shit
going
out there.
on. And if the lieutenant knew what was going on, the chief knew what was going on. But this proves exactly what I said. You know, I wrote some tickets in his name under his login for him at their request.
And your ass need to go to prison
Anything you want
too.
to say about these charges? Do you regret giving Jarrell Wright your password to issue those tickets?
You might what's the comment, bitch, cause you going down.
Is there anything you would do differently or take back?
Sir, I can't make any comment.
Put his ass in the jail cell. Shut up.
Have you ever laid eyes on this man?
No, sir, I've never seen this man.
We found some of those drivers that ended up with those tickets Wright wrote in Greg Block's name. Jalen Jackson was one of them. Wright, acting as Greg Block, wrote Jackson 3 tickets, totaling $700. Did you know at the time of this traffic stop, or at any point in time, that the name on that ticket is
No,
not...
sir, I had no idea.
You learned that this
This is Lieutenant Greg Block. This is the man who ticketed me right here.
Word.
And you now know that is Jarrell Wright.
Yeah.
The
That's crazy.
Yes, sir. It's two different, completely.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Time out for 1 second. Let me pause this motherfucker for 1 second. I gotta pause this motherfucker for 1 second, right? Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me share something with y'all. One thing is for sure, two things for certain. I ain't even gonna hold you long. Listen, man. Listen. If this male, right? If this male and this motherfucker get away, if they get away with what they just not did, what we just not witnessed, something ain't right. Something in the milk is not motherfucking clean. You not gonna sit here and tell me that just because they say this male, right, qualify for immunity, that's what they say. They say the male qualify for immunity, right? If this man qualify for immunity, then guess what? Everybody that gets locked up in the state of South Carolina and Chesterfield County up under the umbrella of this chief and this male, they should be set free. If you agree with me, hit the like button. If you agree with me. If you don't agree with me, then it's okay. It's all good. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. This is just crazy work, man. This is crazy motherfucking work, man. Man, when I tell y'all this is crazy work, man, I've never in my lifetime would I had ever suspected that a male and the chief of police will be doing what they're doing, man, in Chesterfield County. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Chesterfield County, but I heard Chesterfield County was a nice place to live at, guys. But based on the information that I have accumulated and the commentary that I have gave y'all thus far, it's hard for me to even listen. I don't think I want to step in Chesterfield County. That I don't think I want to do it. I do not think I need to tap in with Chesterfield County because based on the information that was just provided and given, man, you got people paying damn near $800, bro, on bogus ass tickets and fines because this man said, listen, let me tell you something, because this chief and this male, guys, said, no, we need 10 tickets a day. We need y'all to meet this quota. That's bad for Chesterfield County. Now, based on what I've shared with y'all, based on what we've read, what we've heard, I do not think that this male should be able to qualify for immunity. I do not. I think he should be subjected to the same criminal sentencing that's going to be imposed on these other perpetrators. What makes him different? Evidently, he wasn't acting as a male. Not if you engaging in criminal activity. This is a criminal operation, man. This falls up under, guess what? You know what kind of charge this is right here, bro? This is RICO, bro. This is a RICO charge. We talking about a criminal sting, a criminal operation that falls up under the federal guidelines of a RICO Act. And they should be charged accordingly to their ways and actions. RICO, Alicia, good morning. How you doing? But I'm going to tell y'all what I always tell you. For the ones that's just coming in, just chiming in, y'all don't know what's going on. We talking about a situation that took place in Chesterfield County in South Carolina, where the mayor and the chief of police had their goons out there randomly just pulling people's over and writing them bogus ass tickets, taking this money and splitting amongst each other. You ain't got to take my word for it. Listen at the story.
Bear with me one moment. SLED charged Knight, Irvin, and Block with criminal conspiracy and misconduct in office, accusing them of each having a hand in imposing and carrying out a ticket quota in McBee. The warrant affidavit also accuses McBee Mayor Glenn Odom of also participating in the conspiracy to impose the ticket quota to raise money for the town. Odom did not surrender with the others.
One's for misconduct of office and criminal conspiracy. I am releasing you on your own recognizance.
SLED wrote in charging documents that agents found multiple text messages between Odom and former Chief Mike Irvin, where the men were discussing how many tickets the mayor needed so they could buy a new police car and equipment.
What?
In November 2023, the town...
Hold on. They say to buy... Hold on. Let me rewind that back. Did they say this money was to buy a new police car and other equipment? Hold on. Let's get back to this. Let me make sure I ain't hearing shit.
In the conspiracy to impose...
Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not hearing stuff.
...to raise money for the town. Odom did not surrender with the others.
All right, there we go.
Turning himself in. Somehow, the jailers knew Irvin had parked and was headed to them.
Oh, they got the door open for it. Bear with me one moment.
SLED charged Knight, Irvin, and Block with criminal conspiracy and misconduct in office, accusing them of each having a hand in imposing and carrying out a ticket quota in McBee. The warrant affidavit also accuses McBee Mayor Glenn Odom of also participating in the conspiracy to impose the ticket quota to raise money for the town. Odom did not surrender with the others.
One's for misconduct of office and criminal conspiracy. I am releasing you on your own recognizance.
SLED wrote in charging documents that agents found multiple text messages between Odom and former Chief Mike Irvin, where the men were discussing how many tickets the mayor needed so they could buy a new police car and equipment. In
That's a
November
damn
2023, the town applied for 2 federal loans totaling $180,000.
So where did this federal money go
Mayor
at?
telling Irvin how many tickets he needed to make the loan payments. The text SLED highlighted showed the mayor wanted tickets that yielded the highest fines and used his influence to get it.
Oh my God. That's bad, man.
Why don't you talk about this? Did you have anything to do with the quota, the ticket flipping, anything at all? Anything you want people of Chesterfield County to know about you and these charges? Current Chief Jimmy Knight is accused of ordering former Officer Jarrell Wright to issue tickets in Captain Greg Block's name. That's something Wright told us about when we first launched our Officer Down investigation.
Okay, that go to star witness right there, guys. Guys, this guy right here, this gentleman right here, this is the star witness. This is the gentleman that they was giving their information to log them in the system and to put their names up under the tickets as if they was the one writing the tickets out. But this guy right here got to a point where he realized, hey, man, what I'm doing, this is not right, man. I didn't sign up for this. I signed up to protect the public and not to hurt the public. So as a result, this guy right here decided to flip and tell on everybody. And this is what he's doing now. So in order for him to get the deal that the feds are offering him right now, he must testify against all parties, right, including the mayor, even though he won't be charged, but he will be forced to testify and tell them exactly everything that's been taking place with this criminal operation. For me, it's RICO all day, every day. But listen at this witness, man, because what he's saying, this is very interesting.
You see different colors there. The black, that's all mine. If you see blue at the end or any other color at the end, those are the ones that I signed under someone else's name and did for them, like the blue. Those are the ones that I did, but it was in someone else's name under their login and info.
recently injured in a car accident.
We don't want to see nothing about that. We want to get back to these motherfucking clowns. Skip this damn shit. There we go. So guys, hold up. Now I found what I was looking for. The most important part of this video. This is what I want y'all to realize. This is what I want y'all to realize. Regular citizens are just not gangsters, right? The police officers are gangsters too. We know they killing people, they done this and done that, so on and so forth, etc. But this same former black officer right here in Chesterfield County, the same one that's finna be the star witness for the feds, the minute he rolled, they tried to take him out. And what I mean about they, I'm talking about the mayor, I'm talking about the chief. They tried to have this former officer murdered. His car was riddled with so many bullets. It's unbelievable. I need y'all to come in. I need y'all to hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe, comment, turn on all post notification bells. Tell a friend to let a friend know your boy Self-Conscious, aka Self-Con, is live. And I'm popping my shh like I always do. Cause Chesterfield County, boy, it's about to get ugly.
Or any other color at the end. Those are the ones that I signed under someone else's name and did for them, like the blue. Those are the ones that I did, but it was in someone else's name under their login and info.
Listen.
Jarrell Wright showed me this notebook just after he was ambushed in a traffic stop in September 2024. Alston Modlin fired 62 shots at Officer Wright in the middle of that traffic stop in the McBee High School parking lot. Wright says McBee Mayor Glenn Odom and Chief Timmy Knight stopped communicating with him after the shooting when he could not come back to work.
10 a day is what they wanted, 10 tickets per day. They told me you can sit at this corner and write a few. You can go at this corner and write a few. He said you can go at each end of McBee and write a few, and you can get 10 a day. That's what we want.
And what would that 10 cover?
My job, I guess.
Does that not sound like a quota to you?
It definitely sounds like one to me, yes. I was asked to keep the mayor off of this one person in particular for their ticket count or lack thereof. I was asked to do that by Councilman and the Chief, Robbie Lyles and Timmy Knight.
So what did Robbie Lyles say to you to cause this to happen?
He asked me if I could write something in Greg Block's name under his login to keep the mayors off of his ass for not writing tickets.
Chief Knight was exercising his right to remain silent when he left the jail. Mr. Knight, is there anything at all you want to say about these charges? Did you at all have a hand in imposing a ticket quota in McBee? How about the ticket flipping? Did you ever direct Jarrell Wright to issue tickets in Greg Block's name using his login credentials? Jarrell Wright showed us and Gay Sled his proof about posing as Greg Block in traffic stops.
August 5th at 17:08, which is 5:08 p.m. This is when he sent me his login information. And he tells me to just say, if anything goes down, you had to use my computer because your login wasn't working.
That's a shame, man.
At 5:08 and 5:09. And at that point, at 7:48, I had written him 10 so far. And his response to that was, you're the man, brother. Lieutenant Block, you see who it's from. That proves, he's in full knowledge of it. He knew what was going on.
You damn right he did. You did too.
The lieutenant knew what was going on. The chief knew what was going on. But this proves exactly what I said. I wrote some tickets in his name under his login for him at their request.
That's bad.
Mr. Block, anything you want to say about these charges? Do you regret giving Jarrell Wright your password to issue those tickets?
I can't comment on anything like that, sir.
Is there anything you would do differently or take back?
Sir, I can't make any comments on that. Mr. Barr,
Have you ever laid eyes on this man?
No, sir, I've never seen this man.
We found some of those drivers that ended up with those tickets Wright wrote in Greg Block's name. Jalen Jackson was one of them. Wright, acting as Greg Block, wrote Jackson 3 tickets, totaling $700.
Damn.
Did you know at the time of this traffic stop, or at any point in time, that the name on that ticket is
No,
not?
sir. I had no idea.
Who have you learned that this is?
This is Lieutenant Greg Block. This is the man who ticketed me right here.
And you now know that is Jarrell Wright?
Yeah.
Damn.
The darker skin?
Yes, sir. It's two completely different people.
Natalie Deese is another.
Did this person stop you and ticket you?
I've never seen that person before, ever.
Did this person ticket you?
Yes, sir. That is the officer that pulled me over and gave me my tickets.
When we interviewed Wright last year, he accused Mayor Glenn Odom and former Chief Mike Irvin of imposing a ticket quota the day they hired him in 2023. SLED wrote that multiple other MACV officers told agents 10 tickets a day was the quota for every
10
officer.
tickets a damn
The
day.
mayor denied the allegation.
Are you running a ticket quota system in this town?
No, sir.
You've never had a conversation with your former chief, with any officer you've hired,
No, sir.
that
Lying
you require
ass.
10 a day minimum tickets in this town?
No, what we discussed was if they wrote 10 tickets a day, it pretty well covered the pay for the salary and the gas. It's just a target to shoot for, try to work the road to get 10.
Jarrell Wright interviewed
What?
with SLED multiple times during the state investigation. His interviews and text messages led to the charges each of these lawmen now face. Because he blew the whistle on the town's ticket quota, state law protects him from prosecution. As for Mayor Glenn Odom, our sources tell me he's agreed to surrender to SLED agents soon.
Guys, I'm going to say it to y'all like this, right? I'm going to say it to y'all like that. That's a quota. Is he stupid trying to word it? Exactly. That's exactly what he just tried. You know what? You smart as fuck. That's exactly what, I was waiting on somebody to say that. I was waiting on somebody to say that. All he tried to do was hit reverse psychology to make it seem like, oh yeah, we was trying to reach a quota, but it had nothing to do with what they are allegedly accusing us of. Man, come on, that's bullshit, man. Y'all, man, at the end of the day, man, that's why I say, man, we got to be careful, bro. These police officers out here, man, that's supposed to be here to protect, man, and serve and protect, bro, they ain't right. It ain't just regular people's out here killing, man, and doing all this dirty shit. You got these police officers out here. They pretty much, like I said, man, you come to South Carolina on vacation, 9 times out of 10, depending on what county or town you enter, you may possibly leave out that motherfucker on probation. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Now, a lot of y'all may not agree with what I'm saying, and I'm cool with all of that. But, man, this is not right, bro. This is not right. You got folks, man. Did y'all hear this black guy? 3 fucking tickets totaling $700? Man, that's a lot of motherfucking money. Sounds like extortion. That's exactly what it is. But I'm going to say it like this right here, and I'm going to keep it all the way funky with y'all, right? I ain't showed y'all the other story yet. This might be a part 2 right here, guys. I ain't even going to tell you no lie. This might be a part 2 to this story right here. Called the crazy part about it, we got a male, right? Listen at me good. We have a male that they know for a fact engaged in criminal activity, but because of the law, it states that he can't be prosecuted, right? He's exempt. He's exempt from prosecution, right? Explain to me, right? Listen at me good. What kind of law there is that exists that would allow someone that has literally committed a crime to be exempt from prosecution? If you could tell me a law, if you could break a law down to explain a law to me to that effect, bro, I shut my mouth. I've never, ever heard or seen a law that states that an officer or mayor or anybody that's working up under that type of entity can be exempt from prosecution in despite of them engaging in criminal activity. I've never heard nothing like that in my life. What they're above the law. No cop is a good cop, all of them. Well, I'm not going to say all of them, Bobby. I understand, but all cops are not crooked. But boy, a huge percentage of them are. So I will agree to disagree in part, but you're right. There is no law that exempts you, period. You say there's no what? There's no law that do what? You said there is no law that exempts anybody, right? That's what you just said. Watch this here. I'm just saying, I want to make sure that I heard what I heard. I don't want to feel like I'm giving out inadequate information or misleading or misguiding people, man. But based on what I heard, let me get on down here and make sure that's what I heard. Let's make sure that's what we heard.
Was the quota for
Hold up.
every officer. The mayor denied the allegation.
Hold up.
Are you running a ticket quota system in this town?
No, sir.
You've never had a conversation with your former chief, with any officer you've hired,
No, sir.
that you require 10 a day minimum tickets in this town?
No, what we discussed was if they wrote 10 tickets a day, it pretty well covered the pay for the salary and the gas. It's just a target to shoot for, try to work the road to get 10.
Jarrell Wright interviewed with SLED multiple times during the state investigation. His interviews and text messages led to the charges each of these lawmen now face. Because he blew the whistle on the town's ticket quota, state law protects him from prosecution.
Y'all heard that? It says state law protects him from prosecution. It says state law protect this motherfucker from prosecution. So there you go. He won't be prosecuted. Man, this is not right, bro. I think everybody in Chesterfield County that has been charged up under the umbrella of this mayor and this chief, I think their charges need to be dismissed. Won't even look that man in his face. They know they wrong. That's right, they know they wrong. I'm set. Man, come on, guys. There is no way on God's green earth. And then the black guy. Y'all missed the most important part, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all just missed the most important part. The black guy exposed the whole operation and almost lost his life as a result because the chief and the mayor put a hit out on this former officer and his car was riddled with bullets. He even stated that right after the incident occurred, the mayor and the chief was no longer communicating with him. Why? Because they had something to do with it. And guess what? Here's the video.
Jarrell Wright showed me this notebook just after he was ambushed in a traffic stop in September 2024.
Hold up.
Austin Model and Fire.
There we go.
That I did, but it was in someone else's name under their login and info.
There go the assault rifle.
Jarrell Wright showed me this notebook just after he was ambushed in a traffic stop in September 2024. Alston Modlin fired 62 shots at Officer Wright in the middle of that traffic stop in the McBee High School parking lot. Wright says McBee Mayor Glenn Odom and Chief Timmy Knight stopped communicating with him after the shooting when he could not come back to work.
10 a day is what they wanted, 10 tickets per day. They told me you can sit at this corner and write a few. You can go at this corner and write a few. He said you can go at each end of McBee and write a few, and you can get 10 a day. That's what we want.
And what would that 10 cover?
My job, I guess.
Does that not sound like a quota to you?
It definitely sounds like one to me, yes. I was asked to keep the mayor off of this one person in particular for their ticket count or lack thereof. I was asked to do that by Councilman and the Chief, Robbie Lyles and Timmy Knight.
So what did Robbie Lyles say to you to cause this to happen?
He asked me if I could write something in Greg Block's name under his login to keep the mayors off of his ass for not writing tickets.
Chief Knight was exercising his right to remain silent when he left the jail. Mr. Knight, is there anything at all you want to say about this charges? Did you at all have a hand in imposing a ticket quota in McBee?
Ain't no need to be quiet now. You guilty, man.
How about the ticket flipping? Did you ever direct Jarrell Wright to issue tickets in Greg Block's name using his login credentials? Jarrell Wright showed us and gave SLED his proof about posing as Greg Block.
I wonder why that chief was. I wonder why he was refusing to answer those questions. I just wonder why, man. I'm going to say it to y'all like this right here. And I'm gonna be as direct as possible. His life is still in danger. He isn't going to be protected. Anyone is so well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think that former officer is doing the right thing, bro. I don't think nobody out here in society, people like us, should be victimized like that, bro. That's bad for business. That's just bad for business. And at the end of the day, right is right, wrong is wrong. Justice need to be served. I don't give a damn. We don't need it. We don't care about the color. We don't care about none of that. If you out here committing criminal activity, it don't matter if you do work for the government. Your ass should be subjected to the same type of criminal punishment that anybody else would be. He should be protected. Yeah. Good morning, Charlie Hustle. Good morning. That's right. That's right, man. Guys, like I said, man, my thing was just to come on here. Um, you know, I had to talk about this story, bro. I had to. I couldn't let it just slide through the cracks. Shout out to everybody out there in Chesterfield County in South Carolina, man. Um, y'all people don't deserve that out there, man. Y'all don't deserve to be victimized and mistreated as such. You know what I'm saying? The mayor and the chief has failed y'all as people in Chesterfield County, bro. Y'all have been failed tremendously. If I was y'all guys, if I was from Chesterfield County, I would assemble a team together, and we would definitely protest and make sure that motherfucking mayor is prosecuted. Thank you, Ms. Brown. And like I said, guys, if y'all want to, man, the Cash App is pinned down at the bottom. The Zelle is pinned at the top. If you want to donate towards the channel, towards a good cause based on my current situation, I would definitely appreciate it if you can. And as always, guys, sometimes, I'm a huge, I love politics, bro. I love to talk politics, man. But No Stress is out. The song No Stress is out. It is on all digital streaming platforms, bro. I got it pinned in the community. Y'all need to go check that song No Stress out ASAP immediately, bro. And not only that, on outside the scope of that, guys, if you know, I just might hit you on I just might hit you on Friday, man. Appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy to know that we talking about the mayor and the chief of police, man. We talking about the most two important peoples in a county or in a town, bro. You right, Travis Nicholson. That's just like theft. That's being a thief. That's taken from the people, bro. Think about it. A lot of people may say, oh, 3 tickets, $700 now. That's a lot of money for a motherfucker that's working a regular 9 to 5 that got house notes, got kids, got car notes, insurance, other small utilities or bills. $700 is a lot of fucking money for somebody that falls within the scope of that category, bro. So for this mayor, and they said this money, they was doing this to have money to purchase and buy, to purchase and buy, to purchase and buy a police car and other utilities, man. That is unfucking freaking believable. That's crazy. That is just crazy. I know about the end of the month quota, but you trying to reach a quota every day? Allegedly? No, that ain't no allegedly right there. That ain't no allegedly right there. They did that. They done got exposed. And then they put a hit. That's right, so wrong. Then they turned around and put a hit on the officer that exposed him. The black guy. Y'all heard that? This man's car was riddled 60 some motherfucking times in traffic. They tried to shut his mouth up because they know he was talking. They knew he was telling, bro. And they didn't want that to get out. So they tried to prevent it. They tried to take him out, but God was with that man. So now he was able to live to take the stand now and testify. And he's doing it so rightfully because a lot of people that's been done wrong in Chesterfield County, South Carolina, those people deserve to be rewarded and granted their money back. You right, psycho. Yeah, they gangster, man. Gangster ain't the word, bro. Gangster ain't the word. They on a whole nother astronomical level. You know what I'm saying? They on a whole new level, man. That ain't gangster. They on a whole new freaking level. No, bro, most states have the Whistleblower Act, which gives the whistleblower immunity. Otherwise, nobody will come forward. Can't we all just get along? Oh, man. Hey, they try to kill. Yeah, they tried to take him out. He was running his mouth. He told everything. He fucked the operation up. When they thought they was getting away, guys, they wasn't getting away. When they literally thought they was getting away with murder, they wasn't getting away. They was being recorded. Every step they was taking, they wasn't calculating their steps. They was being calculated, divided, multiplied, and some more shit. Yeah, I never heard of a $700 ticket either, boy. But boy, look at here, boy. If they would have pulled me over, I would have probably been in jail, boy, because I ain't got 7 cents. Boy, I ain't got 7 cents. More or less $7. You feel me? Man, hell no, man. That's not right, guys. It's not right. I don't know. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I appreciate y'all guys for coming in, man, and hitting that like button too. Faded license plates in California is 1,200 if you don't fix it in time. Are you serious? Why is South Carolina so corrupt? Are the cops protecting rich Jews? I'm gonna tell you right now, man. The state of South Carolina, I hate to say it, not just corrupt, but it's a racist state. South Carolina is a racist ass state, bro. A lot of these little small counties and towns and stuff, I can call some names right now. Peoples that's the mayor. And some of these counties and towns, racist than a motherfucker. You know, and black people, they too stupid to get off their asses and get out and vote for people that's gonna do the right thing. And what I mean about the right people, that don't necessarily mean that the male has to be black. The male can be white. I don't have a problem with having a white male, but make sure that that male is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Come up with a system that's gonna work for everybody and not somebody's. And unfortunately, a lot of these little towns, these little hick towns, they got a bunch of racist ass white males, man, that don't care about nothing but the white folks, bro. I mean, it's the truth. I ain't sitting here sugarcoating it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just being honest. So when it comes to racism, I don't give a fuck what color you are. You could be white, you can be black, you could be Jewish, you could be Hispanic, Mexican, or whatever. If you racist, I don't fuck with you. I don't care nothing for you. Because I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to love everything that God created. From man, woman, and child to the damn grass on the earth, the dirt. I'm just saying, I'm just the messenger. A lot of people don't want to hear that though. But, you know, the reality of it is sometimes you gotta, I guess, give people what they don't want, what they need. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm getting ready to end this live stream. Did you already find a job? Yeah, Purpose City, that dick in your mouth. Get that dick out your mouth. Bam. There you go. That's your job right there, sucking cock. You know what I'm saying? We on here having a nice discussion. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some good stuff. And here goes the clowns. You know, that's what you got to do. You disrespect them and then you kick them out your live stream so they can't even respond back. That's psychological. That's how you punish their ass. Get the dick out your mouth and just block them. That's it. God don't even love everything he created. Huh? Well, I ain't gonna say that because God love everything, man. It ain't on him. It's on man. I know you like Donald Trump. Trump, he just like white people, but Donald Duck, Trump racist, but you like him, but you don't like him. Just, I didn't understand that. Yeah, I didn't understand that. Help me to understand what you just a little bit more legible, I guess. You know, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. Guys, I have like 8 minutes and something left. How many Donald Trump supporters do I have on my live stream? If you's a Trump supporter, type the number 1 in the chat. If you MAGA like me, if you's a Republican like me, type the number 1 in the chat. Okay. So I do have a couple of Trump supporters in here. Okay. I don't know who that other person is with the 2, but it's okay. Damn. 67. I know that's right. What's up, Richard, man? What's going on? So, guys, this is what I would say. And this is no obligation. Nope, this is no obligation. No obligation. Let me get that out there right now. That Cash App is paying at the bottom and the Zelle is paying at the top. If I'm one of y'all that supports Trump, MAGA, or whatever, your brother is in a bad, tough situation, I need some help. If you can donate to the Cash App, I would definitely appreciate it. It don't matter the amount. I'm going to let y'all know that now. It doesn't matter the amount. If you can help me out, please help me out. Show me some LOVE. A man is it a color. We are all humans. You're absolutely right, brother, and I like that. Hey, friend, are you still? Yes, I'm still trying to get the car fixed. Yes, Kelly, I'm still trying to get the car fixed, man. Still trying to get it fixed, bro. If anybody can donate in towards a great cause, I will appreciate it. For a great cause. If anybody can donate in towards a great Trump, no different than the rest of us. I don't know about all of that, man. Yep, holy, whoever you are, here it goes, and here your ass go. Bye. Get out of here. Kelly Starlight, I appreciate you thinking about me. I really do. I really do appreciate you having me in your thoughts. David Patty, as soon as I get this car fixed, I will have a job. Just for the record. Just for the record. As soon as I get this car fixed, I will have a job. Trump should help you. Ask him. Send me his contact. I'll call him. Hope all is well with you. Peace and happiness. Love God. And that's the first. Appreciate that, Richard. What is wrong with your car? Well, Miss B, my moderator and her husband, they bought struts and wheel bearings for the car. Just got to pay the mechanic guy to put it on, bro. Yep, I need to pay the mechanic guy to put it on. So that's where I'm at. Struts and my wheel bearings. I don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? You don't understand that, Jesse Johnson. Trump is not racist, though. Trump is not racist, man. Y'all can't say this, but stop listening at this fake news and this fake media, bro. I'm telling you, stop listening at the fake news and the fake media. That's all I'm going to say about that right there. How much am I needing? Man, I got it pinned, bro. $270, man. It's pinned. It's pinned. It's definitely pinned. And like I said, man, ain't nobody obligated. So don't feel like you got to send me nothing because you don't have to. Trust me, you don't have to. If you want to, I appreciate it. You know, my gratitude and my appreciation, but you ain't obligated. He is not racist. Hell no, Trump ain't racist, man. I know he's not racist. That's, man, people, man, like, that's why I be telling people, man, you got to do your own personal investigation. You just can't, you confuse yourself. You say you don't like race, but Donald Trump's a racist person. So here's what's going on, Jesse. No disrespect, man. I'm not going to block you, but I'm going to put you in timeout because right now you just acting uncivilized, bro. So I just timed him out. I didn't block him for the channel, but I put him in timeout for 24 hours, man. What's up, Bruce Douglas? What's good with it? You know, just question me about what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Don't do that. That the 10 tickets, when he spoke on the news or whatever it was, he claimed that the 10 tickets would cover their salary. Another way he was lying, but not saying it was to get a new cop car. Yeah, etc. Yeah, you're right. I heard the same thing. I think we all heard that. I think we all know that Chesterfield County mayor and chief of police is crooked. Like I said, I just feel as though all that whistleblower shit, Man, fuck all that whistleblower. The male should be held accountable as well. If you doing dirt, you engaging in criminal activity, your ass needs to be made out as an example like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Make them example. We not gonna have that. And like I said, I send my compassion out there and condolences to those people in Chesterfield County, bro. Because you got to think about all those people that have been hit with these bogus ass tickets in the past and had to kick all this money out. They should be setting a good example, man. That ain't that. You right. You right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But guys, my live stream is getting ready to end. Like I said, I appreciate the 115 likes. Ms. Brown, I appreciate you coming in, working the chat, man. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you and your husband, first and foremost, for buying the parts I needed for my car, the struts and the wheel bearings. I understand that y'all, can't help me pay the mechanic guy to put them on, but y'all spent $800 and some on the parts, bro. Y'all spent $800 and some on the part. I can't ask for no more than that, right? All I can do is just, reach out to the people, man. Thanks for showing it. You're very welcome, man. That's what I do. I show up and I show out. That's what I do. I show up and I show out, man. That's what I have to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I have to do. I have no other choice but to show up and show out. Just for the record, man, we had almost 34,000 people to come through and chop it up with us this morning, bro. So that's a blessing, that I was able to reach almost 34,000 people, man, in a short period of time. And, this is what people want. People want the truth, bro. Free Derek Chauvin, yep. Rest in peace, all of that. All of that. Rest in peace, all of that. Rest in peace to Nolan Wells, the little young black guy that was murdered at the lake down here in McCormick, South Carolina. Rest in peace to JaVale Harris. Rest in peace to everybody, man. I am tired of the stupid people, though. It hurts just seeing it. Dun, disrespecting the chat and the people's in it. It's okay. You a hard worker. I appreciate that, man. Y'all just, like I said, just work with me, man. As soon as I get this car fixed, guys, I'm gonna be back on my feet. You know what I'm saying? It's taking a little bit more time than expected. But rest assured, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like somebody gonna bless me, bro. Somebody gonna bless me to get my car fixed. And everything is gonna be, A-okay for me. You know what I'm saying? All I could do is just, steadfast, fast hope, and pray for the best. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm getting ready to hop off of this live stream. I appreciate y'all, guys. I think y'all are awesome. I think y'all are amazing. I appreciate the 117 likes. And guys, we still got 163 people on the live stream. I hate to end it, but I mean, I got to try to figure things out, guys. And, being on live all day ain't going to do it. God bless you too. I was expecting someone to come through and help me out, bless me with a cash app or two to get the car fixed. But, I guess, it is what it is. I just say it like that. All right, let me sneak around this building, use the bathroom real fast, and then I'm going to come back and end this live, man. But I appreciate y'all guys, man. I might have enough change down here to get me some of the damn drink, boy. I ain't lying. I've been trying to keep a little change to see if I could come up with enough to, might be enough to get me, 50, 75, 85, 90, $5. Okay, I might have enough to get me a bottle of water and a little cake or something. That's how much change I got. 50, 75, $1, 25, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh yeah, that's $1.50 right now. Shit, that's a damn bottle. But no, I can't get both. I appreciate that. Let me sneak. I'll subscribe to your channel to show you some love and support. I appreciate that, man. God bless you too. I wish all y'all good luck back, man. Let me sneak around this corner and use the bathroom to come back and end this live. Damn, guys, I almost got caught, boy. See my man have a great day. Gotta go feed the kids. Okay, appreciate that. I'll get up with y'all, man. Y'all have an awesome day. And I'll try to check back in here shortly, guys. I gotta get out and try to figure some things out. So see y'all later on, man. Oh, one thing before I go. Let's see something.